It was a chilly autumn evening, and the sun had long set behind the looming mountains, casting a shroud of darkness over the dense woods. Jessica, a seasoned hiker, decided to take a solo trek through the remote forest to embrace the beauty of nature. Little did she know that she was about to step into the clutches of a malevolent predator lurking among the shadows. As Jessica ventured deeper into the woods, the canopy of trees became thicker, and the path she followed became less distinct. Soon, she found herself hopelessly lost, the faint moonlight providing little guidance. Panic began to creep in as she realized the eerie silence that enveloped her. The gentle rustling of leaves that should have accompanied her footsteps was eerily absent. Her heart raced as she tried to retrace her steps, but the familiar landmarks seemed to have vanished in the darkness. Suddenly, a twig snapped nearby, sending shivers down her spine. She turned to see a faint silhouette moving stealthily among the trees. Fear seized her heart as she tried to hide, but the dense undergrowth offered little shelter. The sinister figure emerged from the shadows, revealing a tall and gaunt man with hollow eyes that seemed to gleam with malice. His disheveled appearance and tattered clothing sent chills down Jessica's spine. It was the embodiment of a nightmare, a living, breathing serial killer. The man approached with a slow and deliberate gait, his eyes never leaving Jessica's trembling form. She mustered all her courage to speak, hoping to reason with him, but her words faltered as she saw the gleam of a knife in his hand. "Please, I don't want any trouble," Jessica stammered, her voice quivering. The killer only chuckled coldly, his laughter echoing through the desolate forest. "Oh, there's no trouble, my dear. You simply wandered into my domain." With every step he took, Jessica's dread intensified. She knew that escaping was her only hope, but every direction seemed to let her deeper into the dense, unforgiving woods. "Stay still," he commanded, his voice like ice. "It will be over soon." Refusing to succumb to despair, Jessica mustered her strength and darted into the darkness. She ran through thorny bushes and stumbled over gnarled roots, her adrenaline pushing her forward. Yet, her efforts only seemed to amuse her relentless pursuer, who trailed behind like a specter. As hours turned into what felt like an eternity, Jessica's body weakened, and her hope waned. She knew she couldn't keep running forever, and the realization of her impending doom weighed heavily on her. The relentless predator had cornered his prey. Finally, with nowhere left to run, Jessica found herself in a small clearing, surrounded by towering trees that blocked out the stars above. The killer emerged from the shadows, his malevolent smile sending shivers down her spine. In a moment of desperate courage, Jessica picked up a sturdy branch, ready to defend herself against the nightmarish predator, but her feeble attempts were no match for the seasoned killer. He swiftly disarmed her, and as he raised the knife, time seemed to stand still. Just as the blade was about to descend, a cacophony of police sirens pierced the silence, followed by the echo of footsteps drawing near. The killer hesitated, glancing over his shoulder in confusion. The woods were suddenly illuminated by the beams of flashlights, and the predator's confidence wavered. The authorities had been searching for him for months, and they had finally tracked him down to this desolate corner of the wilderness. In the ensuing chaos, Jessica managed to slip away, her heart pounding as she fled through the trees. The sound of gunfire echoed behind her, and she dared not look back. Eventually, she emerged from the woods, exhausted and traumatized, but alive. The predator had been caught, but the memories of that harrowing night would forever haunt Jessica's dreams. The darkness of the wilderness had nearly swallowed her whole, leaving her forever changed, a survivor of a horror story that would never truly end.